Well, I actually had a chance to rewatch House Party. The first one.
You?
The first one, yeah.
Wait, you and your lady?
Just by myself.
Just by yourself?
Solo.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
you
just
gotta watch
solo.
that
Just
with your lady.
sat back and watched it.
The original House Party.
The original House Party. House Party 1.
House Party
Uno.
1. Well, actually, House Party 1 is just called House Party.
Just called House Party, right. I had forgotten George Clinton was in the movie.
Yes, he was.
The legend.
Yeah, well, the director, Reggie Hudlin, the writer and director, Reggie Hudlin, is the biggest Parliament Funkadelic fan you'll ever find.
Mm.
And that was his mission from day one. He always knew, he wrote that part for George Clinton.
Right.
And he would, I don't know what it took to get him there, but he got him there. And, he and I, George and I had scenes together and whatever, and it went great, and he was awesome. But Reggie Hudlin was dead red on getting George Clinton, and he got him.
Yep.
And he had a good time.
I had forgotten that John Witherspoon was in it.
The legend.
And did he have the same wife that he had in Boomerang?
Ooh.
In House Party?
Good question. He might have.
Remember how the whole fucking in the bathroom?
The dark-skinned sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brown-skinned sister.
I think that's
her.
her.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, but then that's smart. But guess what? Who directed both movies?
Reggie Hudlin did Boomerang?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
But
okay.
Now you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
And that's an easy find. Reggie's like, no, get old girl. Whoop-de-whoop. I forgot her name, but she was awesome.
Yeah.
She was great in both movies, And you know what else she did? I don't know if you remember, there was these series of commercials back in the days about, it was about cookies. And she was like, come on, Cookie Man. Give me them cookies, Cookie Man.
I do not remember.
Look,
this.
I'm telling you, look her up. She was like, she be in the aisle. Come on, Cookie Man, give me them cookies, Cookie Man. She was a Cookie Man lady. Yeah, those are those great actresses like the Loretta Devines. That you can the Jennifer. What's the name? She's on Blackish. Jennifer Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Those are those great actresses of color that you can plug in. You know what I mean? You need a mother-in-law, bang. You know what I'm saying? You need a sister-in-law, bang. You need an auntie, bang. She's gonna give you that solid, strong sister vibe. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I interviewed John Witherspoon before he passed.
What a great guy.
We were talking about Boomerang, and what was so amazing was that there really wasn't even a script for him. The wardrobe he picked out himself, the whole mushroom belt and the mushroom jacket and everything. Eddie just sort of pulled him in when the movie was already done and just wanted him to do an extra scene. And he kind of stole the movie in a way. Totally. But once again, that has a lot to do with Reggie being there as well. Because Reggie know what he got. Reggie know, like, I ain't got to worry about him. All I just got to do is tell him, just boom, boom, wind him up and let him go. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to write the scene for me.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And go back to him in House Party. Reggie didn't write all them words. You know what I mean? That's, he gave him a framework, but that Spoon coming off the dome. Public enemy. That's Spoon.
Yeah.
He said, just look. He said, he got Spoon hanging out the window. He said, look, we got these people coming in the house. Whatever you feel like saying to these people, you just go, we're just going to keep the camera running. And he just like, hey, baby, hey, and he's just rolling, you know what I'm saying? But, and that was one of the great things about working with Reggie was that he would give you kind of that leeway. You know what I mean? I've never worked with Spike Lee, but I know I have friends of mine that say he's the same way. Like, he'll let you run with it. Yo, this is what we're trying to do. We starting the scene here. We ending it here. How we get here, you know what I'm saying? You can play with it. And they give you that kind of leeway. And then they walk off with the Screenplay Award. Screenplay Award, Spike Lee. Thanks, Tommy Davidson.
Well, Robin Harris had that scene with A.J. Johnson, the Follow the Drip.
That's right.
Was that in the script?
Once again, it's a framework.
Yeah.
It's a framework. You coming in, Robin Harris, you're coming in the house, you're looking for kid, you can't find him, you roll up on the kid with the jerry curls, and then you got to go talk to Tisha, and you know what I'm saying? However you get in and out of your breaks, that's fine. because everything he said was funny. Everything he said was golden.
Right.
So he would, and the thing about it was a little tough sometimes because Robin would say, everything he said was funny, but he would say different things from take to take. So as a director, I know sometimes Reggie was just like, oh man, I gotta match the shit. There's certain things that have to be the same. But a lot of times Robin would come in and every take was like a different take. So sometimes you just had, all right, we just got to take this whole fucking shit because we can't. You know what I mean? You don't want to chop it up, and he was giving it to you different every time. But there's certain performers that you can let go like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more of a, I'm gonna keep to it. I'm gonna vary like a little bit. But my character is usually not the wild card. It's usually got to be kind of steady and whatnot. But when you got Robin Harris, you got Martin Lawrence, you can let them go. And the smart directors, let them go and let them play with it.
Well, Tisha Campbell, there was a scene where you're at her house and she stripped down her underwear. And you're like, I don't know whether to watch or run. It's a great scene, by the way. I just want to point that out. I don't have anything to really say about that. I just wanted to mention it. At one point, you were in jail and the guys were trying to rape you.
Oh.
I think you referred to them as rump wranglers.
I will say this. That scene is difficult to watch today.
Yeah, with the 2021 lens.
With the 2021 lens, it's difficult. And I do know this. In some outlets that play the movie House Party, they'll edit that part out when I start doing the rap. I've seen it sometimes where they'll get up to the point where they're getting ready to jump on me, and they'll maneuver it till I'm out, and take it out because, at the particular time, once again, the director Reggie said, "Look, you're getting locked up, you're in the bullpen or what have you, and these dudes are trying to jump on you or whatever. I need a rap about you trying to, not get." Slammed, basically. Okay, is that what the fellas call it today? I don't know. So I wrote that. I wrote that. Herbie did the beat, and I wrote it. And when you listen to the lyrics today, they don't. Some of them don't. It doesn't really wear well. So yeah, it's a little. What's the word? It's a little. But at the time. You know what I mean? At the time, there were certain colloquialisms and ways that we would describe gay people, and they're just not applicable anymore, and they're not words and phrases and vibes that I use today. But that's what happens sometimes. But yeah, I mean, look, to people's credits, like nobody canceled the movie because of it, but there's certain outlets, I think maybe I was watching it on VH1 or it might have been Bravo for all I know, and they cut that part out, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Well, there's another part of the movie that I think doesn't age too well, when you talked about good hair.
Oh, okay. In House Party.
Yeah, when you guys were in the car and you guys were talking about girls, and oh, she got good hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's not the only thing that doesn't wear well either. When Play goes on a little rant, talking about it, if the girl get pregnant, she just gotta handle it, and that's it. That type of shit. I mean, and at the time, my character was just like, I was against that, but just even for him to kind of vocalize that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not on Play. That's those words were written for him. But that was a vibe back then. That was a vibe, man. Man, she just gotta handle it. You look at that now, you're just like, oh my God. Knowing I have 2 daughters and shit like that, I'm just like, oh my God.
Hey, Dad, you trying to handle us too?
Yeah, exactly.
We're still alive.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna put you in a home, kid. We send you to Shady Pines.
Right. I mean, because when did that movie come out? Was it 89?
1990.
1990. Right. So we're talking about 30 years ago, 31 years ago.
Yeah, it was, I think you have to look at things in context, and like I said, look, the movie as a whole, 98, 99% holds up. There's a reason why people run it to this day. It's a reason why, hopefully when you watched it, you enjoyed it because it holds up. But, there's a couple things that I'm sure Reggie and everybody else would be like, we could lose that.